BA business class flights from Aberdeen to Heathrow and Heathrow to Vancouver return for £750 each. How did we do it? Watch this video to find out. We arrived into London Heathrow on a BA flight from Aberdeen in Club Europe, and I will be posting a video review of that flight. When we arrived at Terminal 5, we found out our flight was departing from the B gates, so we quickly headed over to the B gate lounge, which, as you can see, was one of the quieter lounges. So it was just a short hop on the transfer train over to the B gates. Then after a short walk, we arrived at the B gate lounge. In my experience, this is normally the quietest lounge out of the several business class lounges at Terminal 5 Heathrow. And the lounge itself has different seating options. You can have sort of quieter areas, or you can sit in the main area of the lounge, and there's also a bar area you can sit in as well. In terms of food and drink available, I felt there was a significant amount of options. There was a salad bar, there was a coffee making area. There's a good stock of free pour alcoholic drinks, soft drinks, beers. There was sandwiches and savoury food options. There was also soup available with a range of breads, as well as some hot food options, pasta dish and a curry dish. There was also a hydration station where you could fill up your water bottles or just get a nice cool glass of water. The bathrooms were very clean and very spacious. There were also showering facilities available in the lounge. And then it was time to get on board our plane. It's a very wet afternoon. You can see just out the window there, our aircraft was an Airbus A350, and the seat I had was 5E. After everyone had boarded, we were offered a pre-takeoff drink. Options were orange juice, water or champagne. A few minutes later, they also took our orders for our after takeoff drink, as well as issuing the menus so we could make our selections for dinner. We were also offered a hot towel to freshen up. Around 30 minutes after takeoff, our after takeoff drinks were served. There were no individual overhead air vents, just overhead lights. This A350 was a relatively new aircraft, so overall the whole seat area was in good condition, everything worked as it should, nothing looked tired or worn. Many of the airlines, including BA, have opted for the enclosed suite type business class seat. This of course does offer more privacy. Downside is it can feel a bit more confined. However, on this 9-hour flight to Vancouver, I felt the seat had sufficient space and it was really comfortable. Storage in this Club World seat was very good. Here you can see one of the storage options and also the remote control for the infotainment system. So here you've got your various plug options, USB-C, USB-A options as well. You then have a second smaller storage area. Here you can see the headphones issued by the airline. So again, you can get your phone or a phone charger in there as well. And finally you have a third compartment again, which can be used for storing small items. There's an adjustable armrest, which is adjusted by pushing the button at the front of the armrest. Tray table was easy to access and you could adjust it in different positions. The tray table itself was fairly robust, not as flimsy as some that I've experienced, and I had no issues using my laptop on the table. The seat adjustment is controlled by this small panel on the right hand side. Everything worked as it should, really easy to adjust the seat. The buttons to adjust the seat are locked during takeoff and landing. You have a small reading light in your seat. As far as the infotainment system, you do have a touchscreen option, as you can see here, as well as a remote. However, overall it was a really easy system to use and it did work well. Although not fully noise cancelling, the headphones provided were pretty good. The amenity kit is provided by the White Company. As far as the amenity kit contents, fairly standard: eye mask, socks, dental kit, moisturiser, lip balm. And then it was time for some food. This flight left London at 5 p.m, so during the 9-hour flight we were offered dinner and also a light meal. There were 3 choices for starters, 3 for mains, and 3 or 4 for desserts. There was also an extensive selection of juices, soft drinks, teas, coffees. There was also a large selection of cocktails, mocktails, whiskies, and other alcoholic drinks. I opted for the Loch Fyne hot and cold smoked salmon poached prawn starter, which was served with some lovely warm bread. It was well presented and overall I really enjoyed it. It was a really nice starter. For my main, I went for the North Atlantic cod. This one, as you can see, presentation did let it down a little. However, on the positive side, the fish was well cooked, the sauce was lovely, and overall, I really enjoyed the meal. For my dessert, I went for the lemon meringue bar with fresh raspberry. This one, relatively basic in terms of presentation. The taste was really nice. Overall, I really enjoyed all 3 courses. The BA team on board were very attentive, coming around checking if you needed a refill of your drink. I only had dinner, I didn't have a light meal, but here you can see what my wife had, which was the sandwich, chocolate mousse, and some nice warm bread. The toilets on board were clean, quite spacious, had a small selection of nice hand cream, hand balm provided by the White Company. Although I did say the infotainment system worked very well, there was a slight glitch with the moving map. It remained firmly stuck on the departing airport for the whole duration of the flight. So it is sometimes useful to find out how long you've got left in the flight, etc. But for some reason this doesn't update and it's stuck on London Heathrow. The bedding is also supplied by the White Company. And when you get on board, you'll find it stored in this bag which will be on your seat. Inside the bag you could find, which I guess you could call a mattress topper, albeit it's very thin, and a blanket. Your pillow will be separate on your seat. The total bed length is 6 feet. I found the bed quite comfortable, managed to get a few hours sleep. If you do feel packaged through the night during the flight, then there is an area just at the rear of the business cabin which is well stocked with alcoholic, non-alcoholic drinks, snacks, pastries, crisps, etc. So I mentioned at the start of the video that we only paid £1,500 for these flights. This is how we did it. We took advantage of what's called the British Airways American Express Companion Voucher. This voucher allows you to effectively buy 1 ticket and get 1 ticket free. In terms of cash, you only pay the taxes for both flights. The remainder is paid using Avios. Avios are gained when you use your American Express credit card for purchases. There's a lot more to the companion voucher, and I do have a video which explains in much more detail. It's shown at the end of this video. So if it is something you'd like to find out more about, please go ahead and watch the video after this one. Thanks for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider a like and also subscribing to my channel. I will be adding more travel related videos, flight reviews, etc. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.